This is AFCRDTV. We're at Garden Walk, and the final scoreline is Royston Town 2, AFC Rushden Diamonds 1. A familiar face here on AFCRDTV. The man of the match again is Miguel Ngwa.
Thank you.
Miguel, congratulations on man of the match, but a disappointing result.
Yeah, it was quite disappointing because it felt like we started off slow in the first half, but then in the second half I feel like we had way more opportunities to snatch the game. And then at the end, the penalty got given, which kind of threw us off a bit. So it kind of ruined our momentum.
It was somewhat deja vu, like for the third game in a row to give up a goal so early, this time in only the 7th minute. It was the old venerable veteran Ronnie Henry scoring for the Crows. And already we're down 1-0. But what was your thought process after that?
I think it's an issue we've had for a few weeks now, just conceding early goals. So, we always find ourselves going a goal down, which obviously puts us on the back foot straight away to try to get back into the game. So as soon as we stop the habit of conceding early, I think we have more chances of winning more games. Oh,
of course. But likewise, Diamonds come out flying in the second half. And you score very early, only 8 minutes in the 53rd minute. You tell us about that cracking goal you had.
I think it's just those are the kind of scenarios which I try to practice the most, coming off the left and hitting it with my right foot. So yeah, I think I've been practicing that for quite a bit.
Sure.
So it's always good when it pays off.
Oh, of course, exactly. But in all fairness, I think a draw would have been a fair result, and it looked like it might finish 1-1, but a penalty is given, I believe, on a handball. Would you agree with that?
I mean, from where I was, I couldn't really see it, but I think it's kind of mixed opinions about it. I think some people are saying it's a penalty, some people are saying it's not a penalty, but we're never really going to know. But it's unfortunate. I think a draw would have been a fair result. Both teams had an equal amount of chances, but it's just whoever was more clinical and who was more smarter.
Well, once again, football is a funny old game. Sometimes you don't have your best performance and you win, and I thought Diamonds really played good today, but it comes out a 2-1 loss.
Yeah.
It's tough to explain, but there's always the next game, a week from now against Stourbridge. At least we'll be back home at Hayden Road.
Yeah, I think just for the next game we have to just try and make the wrongs right from this week and just make sure that it don't become habits and that we don't continue to do the same things.
Sure, Miguel. I don't think I've asked you this before. Growing up as a young lad, did you have a favorite team that you followed or maybe a favorite player?
I'll say the team I followed was Arsenal.
Yeah, so you're a gunner. Yeah.
I always liked to watch players like Henry, players like Van Persie, players just back in the day.
Some great ones, RVP, and of course Thierry Henry, one of the all-time greats there for Arsenal. Well, all right, thanks for your time, Miguel, and hopefully we'll go at it again next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, Richard, I think that was one of the more frenetic games that we'll have this season, but do you feel a bit hard done by that we've come away with nothing today?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the performance deserved more. I think we can certainly feel hard done by. Second half, I thought we were the better team. I thought we were more likely to get away with the victory as well. I thought it was a very open, entertaining game second half, but we haven't.
You made just the one change to the side today. Connor T came back into the fold. What was your perspective? What were you trying to achieve in that sense?
Yeah, we Connor T's back. We want to play a lot of entertaining football in there. And with Fraser Corden, we thought we'd be able to do that. We had to tweak that. That didn't work particularly well first half with the conditions as well. But we tweaked it, and you can see the benefit in the different second half.
And you had a couple of absentees today, the likes of Jensen Cooper and Louis Pinto Lite as well. Can you tell us a bit more about their absence and why they're out?
No, not really. They're out injuries, so they'll be back for next week.
Perfect. And just on that first half, it was obviously a very slow start to the game. It seems to be an Achilles heel for us at the moment, conceding those early goals. But what do you think went wrong in that instance?
We'll have to look that back. I hate the 7th minute. We've conceded again. I think, you know, conditions there as well. We'll have to have a look at it, but you know, it's not great going in, you know, 1-0 down. I thought we had chances towards the end of the first half, sorry, to come in, equal it up. Some great saves from their goalkeeper. So, yeah.
You mentioned the chances we had towards the end of the half. We did get better as it went on, and obviously the keeper made that unbelievable save to deny Jack Connor, but we were really building up some momentum at that point. What was your message to the lads at the break?
We made a slight tweak in the first half, and that's where we got the momentum from. Unbelievable save, point blank save from Jack, like you said. So 1-0 down, we talked about what we wanted to change. We changed up slightly tactically as well, and I thought we came out of the blocks and we actually dominated the first 15 minutes and we got the goal.
Yeah, you mentioned that goal that we scored there. Mig's on the score sheet with his second of the season, and his end product is really starting to flow now. Goals, assists, just how pleased are you with him?
Really pleased with all of the attackers at the moment. We're working really hard on the training pitch. We're talking lots about the tactical and technical work we're doing and what we need to do to improve. I think we can improve even further, and that's the message with them. But it's really good and pleasing to see we can score goals.
Our tails were obviously up when we got that equaliser. We put quite a bit of pressure on Royston, had some chances for ourselves, and we'll come on to the penalty in a moment. But do you feel that we just needed to take our chances in that period because we had enough of them?
We did, and some good chances as well. I think we will have a look at those. We'll go back on the training pitch and we'll assess them. The boys have recognised that themselves. So a little bit disappointing from that point of view because we could have been ahead by them.
And you look at the penalty decision, obviously the handball by Cartel, it seems to have split a lot of people in the ground. A lot of was it, wasn't it? What was your take on that moment?
I think the referee's too far away. I think he will be disappointed with the decision when he watches the video again. I don't think it's a penalty from my point of view, and I think it's really harsh on the guys.
It's a defeat which ends a little run. Obviously, we had a win last week and a draw a week before, so results have gradually been improving. But what have you made of the performances recently? Because certainly last few weeks, they have improved in the levels. And I thought today, you know, we're disappointed that, you know, we've come away with nothing. Yeah,
absolutely, Joseph. The performances have definitely improved. You can see that the fact we're still in games. We're in this game all the way to the end. We wouldn't have got back into games like last week, this week. It actually looks like we can be the better team and we're going to get results. If we keep putting in those performances, and the players have been absolutely immense in recognising that, in working really, really hard, we'll get results out of that.
And looking ahead to next week, Stourbridge come to Hayden Road. Now, they've been on a pretty decent run, which I think ended today. So they'll be a wounded animal. They lost at Rushall, and they'll be coming to Hayden Road looking to prove a point.
Yeah, well, we've got a good record now at Hayden Road, particularly recently. We'll welcome to Hayden Road. They will be coming looking to get a performance, so pressure will be on them. But we'll put in a really good performance again, and hopefully, you know, we'll get some decisions our way this time.
Well, thanks for your time, Richard, and have a safe journey home.
Super, thanks, Joseph.
I don't need love.